A lot of people caught on to the fact that I changed my Instagram bio. And let's really address why, because some of you mother can sniff that shit faster than I can even explain. I don't think people get notifications for people changing their bio, but maybe they do. And that's crazy sauce. I put it in my bio because I thought it was funny and I love my husband. Coming up on today's episode, I'm going to answer a few more of your questions for me in a brand new edition of Ask Me Some Things, featuring items in our house I have to hide from our kids. Plus, for this week's Doomscroll, a fellow NFL wife's take on celebrating touchdowns. The key? Without getting fined. Can't wait to talk about it. After that, I'm going to be joined by, you guessed it, another guest that I have no business speaking to. We have Captain Marvel herself, Academy Award-winning actress Brie Larson. But first, I got to shout out our Real One comments of the week. On our last episode, I said I was done with family Halloween costumes after the Little Mermaid fiasco of 2023. This year, we might just have 3 Elsas, to which @Dora Winifred responded, hear me out, ... 6 Elsas. Honestly? I'm so into that. If I could get Ellie to not be Anna, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But I can't have 5 Elsas and 1 Anna. Finn is going to be Anna so that we have 2 and 2. 2 Annas, 2 Elsas. That's the plan, though. Who knows? Next up, I was featured in a behind-the-scenes clip from the other podcast. If you haven't seen it, Queen Emma, the Glen, Hun, Honey, Dear, Baby, Babe. No. And he doesn't call me darling on a regular basis. I want to point that out. That was very out of the ordinary. The other main takeaway from this clip, Kylie is all of us. Someone else just freaking decide on dinner. I thought it was very funny reading these comments because I didn't scroll very far, but I found that the common theme was that everyone is exhausted. Every spouse, anyone in a relationship is exhausted by the question, what's for dinner? What do you want for dinner? I didn't even know. There are so many people. She has decision fatigue. How cool would it be if you asked someone, what do you want to eat? And they looked you straight down the barrel and said, I want a salad from this store. I want a pizza from that place. I want a cheesesteak from you know where. That'd be so cool. Moving on, let's get right into Doomscroll of the week. First up on Doomscroll, Commanders wide receiver Chris Moore's wife, Toria Moore, is showing her husband touchdown dances that will not get him fined. And I love that so much. Queen, anything into the stands specifically, not allowed. So, as his better half, Toria was just trying to offer up better options to show excitement and celebration that will not require you to have payroll deduct. I do not personally know Toria, but that's a good idea, girl. I love that idea. My husband as an offensive lineman was not coming into scoring opportunities and therefore was not often partaking in touchdown celebrations. Also, he is on record saying that typically when they would make the march down the field, he was tired. So like he's not going to the end zone to celebrate when he still has to get to the sideline before the extra point setup. He's big man. Big men like to go straight where they're supposed to go and don't make many stops along the way. So he did not have many opportunities to celebrate or create many opportunities for himself to celebrate. But what I did often remind him was that if a fight broke out, that he better keep all 10 of his piggy toes on the outside of that field. Because you want to know another way they pop you? If you so much as step up dollars out of your pocket into the NFL's, They don't fuck around with that. They do not fuck around with that. And now, again, I could be misrepresenting this, but this was my understanding. If the rules have changed, cool. But I'm telling you, when Jason was there, that was my pep talk. My pep talk was like, hey, doesn't involve you. You keep your ass where it is. Don't do it. Because as much as I would love to say that Jason would be the one that would hop in there and be the peacekeeper breaking it up, you and I both know. I'm pretty sure that we have not hurried to the point, which seems rushed. That's the best I've got. That's my understanding. If I'm wrong, fuck me. Can we keep that? I was actually informed by some of my former field hockey players that I am known to Millennial pause. So, thanks, girls. Appreciate ya. I'm going to start doing it on purpose, and I'm going to start doing it for an extended amount of time. A very long pause. I feel like Gen Zers having a problem with our pause or our lack of a sense of urgency in how we start our videos is their need for like as fast as we can do it. Chill out. Take a deep breath. You don't need us to be speaking like a chipmunk. Chill out. We'll get there. God, haven't you heard of enjoy the journey? Enjoy it. Sit down. If you don't want to stick around, guess what? I'm going to start millennial pausing. First of all, I'm going to start making TikToks again. No, I'm not, but we can pretend. It's going to be the equivalent of like, hey, so when you guys go to get, like, when you're about to get your period, and then the women will start the video that way, and then all of a sudden they pause and they're like, okay, did the guys leave? Is it just the women are left, right? Okay, so here's what we need to talk about. It's going to be one of those, but with a Gen Z pause. Good luck. If you listen to me on 1.5 speed, you might want to bump it to 2 times speed. I listen. I can't even say I listen. I don't listen to myself. If I were to listen to myself, I listen to it. I just started new. I just started another podcast that if I'm going to listen to a podcast is the podcast that I would spend my time listening to. Old Depths, if you will. I listened to it on 1.2. So you should probably speed me up to like a good 1.5. I mean, that's it for Doomscroll.
Kylie Kelce couldn't help but laugh and push back when a fan brought up the idea of baby number 5. Joking, my uterus might hear you. The reality is, she's still in the thick of new motherhood, caring for her youngest, Finn, who just arrived 7 months ago, and she's quick to remind anyone that her body is still very much in recovery mode, with breastfeeding a central part of her daily routine. She doesn't shy away from talking about the physical toll, simply pointing out that it's not the best time to bring up expanding the family. On the topic of more kids, Jason Kelce finds himself reflecting on what it means to raise 4 daughters, all with names commonly given to boys, sparking endless speculation among fans that perhaps he's secretly hoping for a son. But Jason immediately sets the record straight, saying he's completely content with his daughters and wouldn't change a thing about their family dynamic. He's spoken openly about his own childhood, where he and younger brother Travis sometimes wished for another sibling, fueling his early dreams of having 3 children. Meanwhile, Kylie originally pictured a bigger family, mentioning to Jason she'd once hoped for 5 kids. Now, with 4 children, they seem to be enjoying the moment. not rushing into any decisions about what comes next. Kylie's directness when asked about more children is both humorous and honest, as she emphasizes the importance of living in the now and respecting the realities of parenthood, while Jason notes the joy and fulfillment he feels from their healthy, smart, charismatic, amazing children. Subscribe for more candid family moments and behind-the-scenes stories. Shifting gears, the conversation around the Kelce family isn't the only big story making waves. Taylor Swift is reportedly eyeing a surprising location for her upcoming wedding, with rumors swirling that she and Travis Kelce are planning a grand celebration at her Rhode Island estate rather than a European destination. Sources say that Swift has her sights set on transforming her Watch Hill mansion into a breathtaking wedding venue, with plans to invest over $1 million in landscaping alone. Insiders reveal that the transformation will include a brand new garden filled with her favorite blooms, roses, hydrangeas, orchids, and peonies, creating a floral spectacle in shades of pink, white, purple, blue, and red that will last the entire weekend. Security and secrecy are paramount, with a team of gardeners and floral experts working behind the scenes to ensure privacy. The floral theme will extend to every detail, including special Red Eternity rose bouquets for her closest friends, a nod to the bouquet Travis gave her last year. Meanwhile, the bridal party is coming together, with Gigi Hadid and Selena Gomez already confirmed as bridesmaids and both Swift and Kelce's mothers taking active roles in the planning process. The group has been spotted organizing gatherings in cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Nashville, laying out plans for a multi-day wedding filled with events. The Watch Hill estate is an ideal backdrop for such a celebration, offering sweeping views of Little Narragansett Bay and the historic Watch Hill Lighthouse, with 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, and a 5-acre spread that Swift purchased back in 2013. The property, known locally as Holiday House, has long been a subject of fascination, from Swift's extensive renovations, now topping $1.7 million,